As I said, so I'm young. I'm 21. My partner's 20. We're young entrepreneurs. We started this 1 year ago. So the most important thing for us is that we have a solid company culture that all of us like to, we love to work. We love to help our clients. We love raising the bar.
How's it going?
Good. Got back to Copenhagen. What about you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Let me know about your business and then how I can help you out.
Well, why don't you tell me how you can help me out?
Yeah, sure, definitely. So I've been doing email marketing for the last 5, 6 years, and I work for Australian clients, American clients, and then Canadian clients. I work on different niches. Like SEO services, Facebook marketing, e-commerce, job equipment service. And when it comes to using different kind of tools, I'm familiar with Power BI, Mailchimp, Smartly, Instantly, Limlist. Those are the tools I'm familiar with. And I'm also familiar with the scraping tool like Apollo, Desatellite, and Zooming codes. And I'm also familiar with the verifying tools, which is like Video Verifier and the Email Verifier. Once we once we script the leads, we have to verify the leads. Otherwise, email start bouncing. And if the bounce rate is high, then definitely if we start landing with spam, and that's may affect the domain the spot. And I'm also familiar with the domain setup when it comes to setting up with the domain with Google Workspace or maybe Outlook proper DNS to make sure your email deliverability. That most of the time when we send emails, people are struggling with that. They're landing into spam. So we need to make sure we set them up in a proper way so that it can land into a box. So I am familiar with those kind of things. Okay. And if you're having any other question, you are most welcome, boss.
So what were your main responsibilities with your former companies?
My main responsibilities was to set up the infrastructure and then managing the inbox, uploading the leads, launching the campaign, taking care of the domain multi-sport, taking care of the deliverability. If the email is currently landing in your spam, we need to make sure that how we can fix that. When it comes to inbox management, right? Once we started sending emails, we started getting lots of negative replies, positive replies. So when it comes to the negative, we every day I'm updating the negative lead to the block list so that they don't get any no emails from our side. And when it comes to the positive reply, and I follow up with the leads. There actually visible two ways. If you have the CRM like Go High Level, Spot, Salesforce, what I can do, I can pass the lead to the CRM, and then from there, maybe if you have any appointment set or cold caller, you can take it over from there. The cold caller call the needs and build their performance. And if you don't have a CRM, then you can basically follow up with the lead to email for 5 days, 7 days until they book the meeting on Geo Calendar. That is what I can do with it when it comes to managing the inboxes. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Do you know how to do deliverability assessments? Like check the health of your domains.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Instantly. Instantly has some kind of features. I'm familiar with the setup. I know how is that up. That's been test that shows like how many percentage of email are landing in the box and how many percentage are landing in spam. I'm also familiar with some sites where I can check whether the email is going to spam or not.
Let's say we get a positive reply instantly. Someone that's interested, but currently unable to work with us for somewhat reason. And do you transfer them to, let's say, Go High Level via a third-party inspiration, or how do you?
In that case, I would tag the lead as a future lead feature prospect so that we can follow up or touch base with the lead maybe a month later or 2 months later, because he is not ready to onboard with us right now. If he's ready to onboard with him, then definitely I will let you know that there's a guy who is interested and ready to be on board right now. And if he's like doesn't have time, doesn't have availability, then I will just try to let you know that he can be a future prospect.
Okay. So you give him the tag, nurture, or follow up later, whatever. So what's the process? Let's say reach out to me in 2 months, but also another lead say reach out to me in 4 months. Is it the same tag, or do you schedule a message? How do you keep track?
And basically, what I do, I normally add the tag, and then I'm keeping the notes in my Google Doc sheet that this lead like Mr. XYZ wants to touch base in 3 months, and Mr. ABC wants to touch base in 2 months and 3 weeks. So I put the notes, and then I reach out to them according to their availability, and I follow up with them. If they have availability and on that time, then I send your calendar link so that they can book the meeting directly onto your calendar.
Okay, awesome. We got a system for that. But how have you said you also had experience in forwarding leads into the CRM from Instander?
Yes. So what I can do, what I did from my previous client, I created form from Go High Level, and once I submit the lead using that Go High Level form, that lead will populate Go High Level, and then in the Go High Level will send automated text, automated email like calendar link or meeting link or like reminder, something like that every 2 days, every 1 days, so that they book the meeting or your appointment setter hold the lead in book the meeting. What I can be very good. I can be.
Gotcha.
If you want, I can send in my previous client testimonials. I have the testimonials as well. I have my Upwork profile, and I can share that with you as well.
What happened? Why don't you work with them anymore?
This is like on and off work. People like don't continue like long term basis. Sometimes they hire for 3 months, 4 months, 2 months.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so it's more season based. How familiar are you with Clay?
I'm familiar with Clip, but I'm not an expert yet, to be honest speaking.
Gotcha. Perfect. Let's touch on lead scraping and data management. You said you have a variety of services. What about like blacklisting? Let's say we contact someone and they say that they never want us to contact them again. How do you make sure we don't do that?
So what I do instantly has a feature blocklist. Enable that feature. Once they say they reply to us not interested, they do not text me, not email, instantly would automatically put them in the blocklist. And I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna depend on instantly only. What I do, I go to the campaign, I filter them, and download the blocklist lead, and put them in a separate Google Doc. So next time when I'm uploading new leads, I will cross check and I'm updating the block list instantly as well. So if you have a block list on instantly and if you upload new data, instantly we automatically block those data. They will not allow you to upload the block list.
So you have been managing the inbox during AE work. You just forward it to the closer?
Yeah, if they prefer in that way, because some of my clients they prefer not to follow up with them. They ask me just to forward the lead to the CRM and I will take care. So if you prefer that way, I can do that. And if you want me to follow up with the email, I can do that as well.
Where are you based?
Right, I'm located in Bangladesh. I'm in the capital.
And to pronounce your name, Monia?
Yeah, my short name is
Monia, gotcha. Okay, so we are currently moving into a scaling period. So we just 5x our outbound volume. So it's definitely interested in May, start May. We will send out 5x the volume, we'll have 5x the answers, 5x the meeting, 5x the clients. So we will most likely need some extra hands in start May. Yeah. And I'm not sure because would you also be willing to learn new stuff?
Yeah, why not?
Like Clay?
Yeah, definitely.
So we have a team of Clay experts. Like they can create anything in Clay. Clay is such a powerful tool, and we need more people that can manage Clay. So if we start scaling up, I might need someone extra to handle Clay for us.
I'm open to the noise. I'm willing to do.
Yeah, wouldn't sound good. Cool. But could use your experience in managing the unit box, forwarding the leads because we don't really have a system for that currently. So that's also interesting.
And have you already bought the domain, created the email account that is already done, or are you gonna do that in future?
Oh yeah, they're warming up right now. So we're currently sending, I think, 16,000 emails per month, and now we're gonna send 80,000 emails per month. It's a lot.
From Google directly, or is it like SMTP server or output email?
No, we are partners with Maildozer, if you're familiar with them. So we have the priority support, so we never have deliverability issues, and we get cheaper inboxes. So it's pretty good.
What about lead splitting? You have any tools right now? We only using Clip or splitting these, or you have any other source?
Yeah, we have multiple sources, like 8 in total. When we start with a new client, we like to start out with the buying intent. So we can buy a fans and custom, find buying intent or our services if they're interested in legion on LinkedIn, etc. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, we are a team of 4, have 10 international clients. So we're doing each in 4. We're scaling pretty rapidly. But the thing is that we have, over the last year, built a very, very strong brand. So it's a lot of beginners agencies that really can't do lead gen. So we want to like differentiate us from them because there's a lot of agencies doing paperly, we do everything for yada yada yada. Where we now have come to this classification where we are above that we are a real agency that they can trust. So it takes a lot of time, but now we have a solid brand and good customers, good cash flow, so we're ready to scale it up. So
Do you mind sharing me your WhatsApp so that I can get in touch with you? Sort of share my profile.
Nick, so I'll be completely transparent. I'm not interested in investing a lot of time, money, and resources in someone that's ready to lead. But if you're here, ready to learn and want to stay with us for this journey, because we're going very, very fast. Like it took me a long time to get back to you because we have so much to do.
Even I'm looking for a full time. I'm looking for a long time work.
And I'm looking for someone that don't want to go home, that wants to work, that wants to.
Like I worked for a client, like there was like fine for 2 years. I have worked for a client 1.5 years. So there were like clients who hire me for a long term.
That is good. And you have some qualifications that we can really build on. So that's awesome. Yeah, our long-term goal within the next 3 years, 12 quarters, is to hit $3.5 million in annual revenue and 2.5 in profit. And it's definitely achievable. We are slowly getting there. So if you want to be a part of this journey, that would be good. Awesome. Okay, Munir, you know a lot of stuff about what we do, so that's positive. And we are currently in just 10 days scaling up. So we need someone that has experience with the Unibox and can manage the leads, because right now, okay, can I share my screen, please? Yeah, that's the wrong workspace. Yeah. So you see, we got pretty insane results, 84,000 email cents, and a consistent reply rate of 8.5. That's pretty good. And an 830 or 29 opportunities generated. Because right now we get so many warm leads in the what do you call it, the inbox, but a lot of them doesn't convert to meetings. So my friend, if you have a very solid system here to convert more into meeting book, we will be very good friends on some of this.
Definitely. I will use my expertise, my experience, and I will try my best.
Also, I'll show you here. Playing. Here we go. So, as I said, we are a team of brilliant clay experts. So we have built a auto reply system. So when someone in the Unibox says that they're interested, we do a sure, tell me more, blah blah blah. Thanks to you.
If you set up a subsequent site.
Yeah, well, not really. So okay, let me. Where else can I? So all the replies, positive replies, come in here. You get all his information, company description, his title, everything here. And based on our company description, it will say, oh, which one is it? This was his reply. It can then output this. We connect businesses with the right audience by handling prospecting and outreach to book qualified sales calls. We work with a variety of companies in Turkestan, so it can answer on behalf of you. And this is just a Claybook flow that's getting better and better. And we also created 4 follow-ups, and we are currently trying to add them again. So we have a lot of tools and like material you can use, so your job will be easy.
That is me.
Awesome. I think we can accomplish some very, very good stuff together. Okay. So as I said, I'm young. I'm 21. My partner's 20. We're young entrepreneurs. We started this 1 year ago. So the most important thing for us is that we have a solid company culture that all of us we love to work. We love to help our clients. We love raising the bar. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I don't have any question.
You are one of the most qualified so far because you know a lot about what you do. That's awesome. And you have the willing to learn and you want to achieve great results with us. And you love what you do, it seems like it.
I will share my WhatsApp number.
So yeah, you can just send it on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah, thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, same here. It's been nice talking with you.